Well, today I downloaded HABBY'S new game, Capybara Go, and I gotta say, out of all the HABBY games I played, which I have played a lot, this one is probably the one that requires the least amount of skill and has a lot of luck base in it. But with that being said, I'm ashamed to say it, I'm actually having a ton of fun with this game. This is a side-scroller game, and you really don't do too much besides hit the button down the bottom there. Think of this as kind of like how those AFK games are, or even that slime mushroom game that came out not too long ago. Pretty much, you're hitting the button, and it's a chance of luck of if you're gonna get something good, something bad, or run into an enemy, or even get something like a treasure. So kind of think of archero with having chapters, and you have your stages going up through, you have certain benchmarks where you're gonna hit bosses, or what they call elites inside the game, and as you go and get your experience up, you'll be able to pick an ability, once again similar to archero but a little bit different on the skill base. The trickiest part I find about this is when you do get some bad luck, it usually takes a majority of your health away from you, so you're kind of deciding your skill set on, hey, do I need more health, do I need to find some sort of lifesteal, or can I just go and pump into as much attack as needed? And I'm still shocked and amazed because just for hitting a button and moving forward, I don't know why, I just want to keep on hitting this button and try to get to the next chapter. Now the first chapter did take me about 3 times between going and upgrading my gear and my stats just to make myself a little bit stronger so I could pretty much crush the enemies inside the game. But this is where I'd kind of look more at the gear of something like survivor.io. There is S-grade equipment inside the game, and obviously you can downgrade stuff, transfer resources over to a new item, and let me tell you, they are not worried at all about showing all the deals you can get inside the game by spending money. You can see right up at the top there, we have our chapter packs, which we're only at chapter 3, so they're showing at $5, but I really love how they do show it being a 10 times discount on it there, where it shows that nobody would ever buy a chapter 3 pack for $50, but they do have that there. You can see the S-grade chest down below. 60 tries of pulls are needed in order to get that guaranteed one, but that is going to be the pity. You can get lucky and get it beforehand, although I didn't actually test that myself because I will not be spending money on this game. And below that, you can see we have our common chest and our epic chest. Now, you also notice down below that there's 4 tabs showing you even more deals inside the game. The value packs are going to go from $4 up to $40, and as you can see, they already have pets inside the game. So I always say that's kind of a breaking point on the game for me when I start losing interest, but right off the bat, you can get them immediately inside this game. For the pack shop, the daily ones cap out at $13, the weekly ones cap out at $130, and then finally, the monthly ones are $70. And then the recharge, which is going to be your gems inside the game, will go up to $130, but if you spend $130 that first time, you'll get double the rewards out of it. Now you'd think for a brand new game, most of the spending would stop right there, but that is not the case. We also have the recharge gifts with the battle pass being $13. We also have the talent fund, think of this as your growth fund inside the game, that is $25. The tower challenge, which looks like it's going to give a whole bunch of S-grade keys, is going to be also $13, which I hate to say it, if I were to buy something, it'd probably be that right there. That doesn't look terrible to me, but still, there's a lot of things you can buy inside this game. And we also have the dungeon fund, which is going to be $40. But down on the bottom of the recharge gifts, we also have privilege cards. Now the ad-free card, that's going to be $13, which will permanently eliminate ads. That one doesn't really sound too bad either. That's probably one I would go for myself too. The monthly card, that's going to last for 30 days, that's going to be $5. There's a lifetime card which will give you all these goods for $40, and also an auto mining card for $13 that will also last 30 days. But if you thought the fun stopped there, we also have newbie gifts for $1, $5, and $20. Now, as far as that permanent ad-free one for $13, every time you go to click on an ad to get, say, some free resources, you'll get hit with another screen of, are you sure you want to watch the ad? Or would it just be easier to spend $13 and never have to watch one again? For the gear screen itself, this is what I have unlocked so far, and you can kind of see on the left here, these are going to be our attack-based ones, and on the right are going to be our HP-based ones. If you click on themselves, you won't actually have any actual number showing the HP or the attack, but each weapon is going to have its own special skill like we see in the other games, based by the uncommon, common, rare, epic, mythic, all that fun stuff inside the game. As I said, pets are one of the things that unlock pretty quickly in here, but there is also mounts, skins, collectibles, and artifacts that are going to open up on day 3 of the server being open. Just like some of the other games we've seen in the past, we do have the 7-day carnival, which is going to require you to play the game, you get a bunch of missions done, and if you're good enough inside the game, you can unlock that S-grade piece of equipment. What we typically find in some of the other games is that's unreachable without spending money. But don't worry, because we got some more deals for you inside the game. It also looks like we have day 1 packs at $5, $13, and $40. It'll be interesting to see if we get new ones all 7 days through it, but once again, more ways to spend money. Like I said, the gameplay is fun, and it is a lot of deciding of, hey, do I want to try to sacrifice some of my materials, lose some HP, focus on the attack, do I want some life steal, do I really want to try to get rage and use an ultimate skill, which is that little yellow meter down the bottom. Once that fills up, you get kind of like a special move, which does a decent amount of damage. You can also see we have events here, which is towers, just you going up against an enemy, you beat them, you move to the next floor, get to the 10th floor, you get a reward of it. And I will say, I do really like that they not only give the option to speed it up to the ×2, but the skip button works for being a totally free-to-play player. There are other things I haven't unlocked yet, like the arena and the dungeon dive, but you can see a couple other things once again once the server unlocks, which they mean global release. And the dungeons are just going to be different ways to use different currency to go and get some of the goods like you see here of gems, stamina, pet food, pets themselves. So once again, more things just to kind of go click on, hit a button, and see if you're strong enough to beat them. For the talents inside the game, it's going to come down to these 3, the health, the attack, and the defense, and you can pretty much upgrade each one of these individually, but they will cap out on 10, pretty much forcing you to upgrade one of the next one, but you can kind of see that survival skill on there. That's kind of like the other side of the talent tree itself, like you'd see in survivor.io. Just like the game Souls, there is different servers, obviously because we have things like Arena, so you can go and start off in a new server if you want to, just by going and selecting. I don't believe it's like other games where you can just go and transfer all your goods over to it, but you could play multiple accounts on this and pretty much go and say, yep, I want to get in on that newest server when the game launches, so I'm not competing with all these whales that have been playing throughout the beta. But I'm not really happy about this one. I don't got time to play another game, but this is, like I said, it's fun. I'm actually ashamed that I'm having fun of just smashing a button over and over, but at the end of the day, I'm enjoying it. So if you guys want to try it yourself, I think it's available in Canada, Singapore, and maybe Australia, if I had to guess, but I used the Canada App Store in order to get mine. Which, by the way, when I went to go download this one, there was actually another new HABBY game in the App Store called Destiny Zero. For all you Archero fans out there, this looked like it was going to be a mix between Archero and Survivor.io. This one was one when I actually saw it, I'm like, oh man, this is going to be awesome, but it doesn't have the little HABBY icon down in the corner. When I open it, it gives me a network error, and it looks like it got removed from the Google Play Store too when I tried using it on that phone. So not sure if that's still in development, if it was like an alpha testing. Hopefully they don't crush it, because that one actually looks like it's going to be an incredibly fun game. Like I said, if you are an Archero fan. So I don't know, let me know what you think on this one here, and if you guys do play Squad Busters, we are giving away 50,000 coins to 5 players right now, so take a look at this video right here. Thanks for watching, and remember, I pick my butt.